guys, welcome back. This is a boy Adamslink. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this video from. Please try as much as possible as usual to like this video, comment, share it on all social platform, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, adamslinkmedia. Make sure you subscribe and then click the bell notification to get update anytime, any day I upload. And meanwhile, the holiday is over. 4 days. It's been a long holiday, and today is Tuesday, and I know some of us will be going back to work today, and I hope this whole week will become fruitful, successful for both me and you guys. And meanwhile, I'm going to start this video talking about what Rudeboy Psquare said, and also I'm going to be talking about Mr. P's album. And meanwhile, Rudeboy said, please, if they say you sound idiotic, Yorubatic, Hausatic, or however you sound, please be proud of it. You see those people who think you are an illiterate when you sound like that? They are real illiterate. There's nothing in their coconut head. You know, we have always had this issue about our intonation. You know, like myself, I do have this Edo sound in me. No matter how much I tried my best to speak the good English and also try to sound American or UK or whatever I may even want to try to sound, you're still gonna know that this guy is an Edo guy. This guy is from Nigeria, from the real Edo person, and I don't see anything wrong with it. You know, it's quite unfortunate, you know, about the speaking English, so people use it to judge how brilliant you are. So I don't know, you've seen someone say, let me say you are trying to ask someone out, or someone is asking you out on a date mostly, and you see simply because your intonation is bad, or simply because you can't speak good English, that person will just be turned off. There are some girls who are turned off by guys who can't really speak fluently. There are also girls out there who are turned off by guys, or some guys who are turned off by girls simply because they can't speak fluent English, or simply because, of course, they can speak fluent English, but they don't have they don't sound American. And meanwhile, when we see some ladies or some guys out there who can speak fluently and can sound American if they want to, or even sound Japanese if they want to, we tend to fall in love with their voice. And because of that, because of the way they speak, we feel like, okay, they are really, really brilliant. Speaking doesn't have anything to do with someone being brilliant. Think about it. And speaking also doesn't mean that, if somebody can speak good English fluently and sound really American, doesn't make that person successful, or doesn't make that person doesn't automatically mark that person to be successful in life. No. We have our brothers in Aba who are in Onitsha, who are filthy millionaires. I'm telling you, they can't even interact with you with English, even pidgin self. So if they can't interact, then yet they still succeed and even build big mansions and be more successful than your doctors or lawyers or whatever. They employ you as boys. No, so please don't ever try to measure someone's brilliancy simply because or based on speaking English. And meanwhile, let's talk about Mr. P's album. He dropped that album, and honestly, I feel bad not talking about Mr. P's album, because I usually talk about celebrities, artists' album whenever they drop albums. So Mr. P album, I took the time to listen to it yesterday, and you can see his album is actually packed, really, really packed. You see him featuring Tiwa Savage, Simi, Tenny, Tony Braxton, DJ Switch, Wandy Cole, and so many other people, artists. And the album has like 16 tracks. Honestly, I love the one with Tiwa Savage and also Boyfriend, and also I love the one with Simi as well and Tenny. The album is so packed there, so I will encourage you to go and check him out. You know, a fan reached out to me yesterday and be like, oh, Adamslink, you are being biased. How come you talk about Rudeboy's music all the time, then Mr. P's album, you don't talk about it? I'm not being biased. It's just that honestly, let me just say I wasn't even looking at Mr. P's album as well. Looking at Mr. P's album. So sorry, I ignored it. But right now I'm talking about it because some of you will be like, oh, whenever there's any controversial story behind Mr. P, I will be so quick to talk about it. But what about his album? Well, I'm talking about this album now. Honestly, apart from that, I really love the album. I took time to listen to it yesterday, and honestly, that album is packed. Then check out this Nollywood actor Uche, who recently came out as gay. He said, if them do DNA test for Nollywood, many actually go wrong, come out from their marriage. When 80% pikin no be their husband. Oh, is that true? 80% of children born by this Nollywood actresses might not be their husband, might not be the children biological father. That's what is insinuating. That's what is insinuating. So I don't know, guys. But we already know this guy talks a lot. The other day he said he was depressed. How can you be depressed and also always calling out your colleagues, blasting your colleagues? It's crazy, but we already know what is happening in Nollywood. This I talked about Ashawo in Nollywood, or prostitution in Nollywood, and some of you guys were coming for me, but honestly, we already know. No, it's hard to say, but it's quite unfortunate that these young Nollywood actresses will do anything to get a role. We sleep with all the producers they can to get a role. There is only few of them that has that strong will and determination not to do all those sorts of things whenever they are looking for a role in a movie. And I talked about very soon, in one of my videos, I talked about very soon, women will be demanding payment on the pregnancy. Like what I mean by payment of pregnancy is maybe if a woman is pregnant now, is daily upkeep, all those things. They will be demanding the man to pay allowances over their daily upkeeps while they are being pregnant, even with girlfriend or with husband. And this law, it doesn't concern us Nigeria, but it's in US. They said new water law requires biological father to pay half of out-of-pocket pregnancy cost. So as a guy, if you accidentally get a girl pregnant, or let me say get your girlfriend pregnant, and you're trying to deny it, I'm telling you, you cannot run, because that law now will require you to pay half of our pregnancy cost. It's not it's not longer a child support. Half of pregnancy cost during that 9 months. All the expenses are feeding expenses, everything you'll be paying half. Mostly even her house rent, you'll be paying half during that 9 months of her being pregnant, And very soon we know that we are borrowing laws. Someone might just decide to sponsor this bill. Just imagine a girl who is known for sleeping around, or who is known for sleeping around because this guy has money, and they had 1 or 2 entanglements. The girl will just carry the pregnancy to this guy's head, even before determining the real father of the baby. This guy will be meant to pay a huge sum of money for the upkeep of the girl. So very soon, guys, be getting ready. Yeah. So that Friday had 1 or 2 things to say to a guy who posted this Jesus Christ picture, and was calling this picture is Lord and Savior. The guy said, "Is Allah forever my Prince and King? I love you, Lord." Then the Freezer responded to this guy. He said, "He is indeed your Lord, and of course your colonial master is still alive. After many years of neocolonialism and imperialism," he asked. Then somebody responded to him, say, "Oga, go and sit down. You don't have any morals to discuss issue like this. If Nigeria is a sane country, you're supposed to be in jail by now after committing adultery with somebody's wife." Then Daddy Freezer responded to this Comment. Say the adultery that resulted in your birth. How come your father did not go to jail for it? America, that is a same country. How many people are in jail for adultery? Your hair don't check aging light. I bet go find rewire. Of course, this particular adultery case will haunt that the freezer for I don't know for a very long time because that adultery case that is having actually kind of like stain his image a little bit, even though it's not true or it's true. Well, it's stained his image a little bit. But apart from that, talking about the Jesus Christ picture, honestly, guys, do we really think that this is actually Jesus Christ picture? Why do we need some kind of picture to remind us that God exists? That is what I want to know. Why do we need pictures to remind us or images to remind us that God exists? Can you kindly leave your comment below, please? I really want to know. Because God, according to scriptures, He lives in us. You don't really need to see God before you know that He exists. His wonders around will tell you God exists. God is in the face. God is on the face of your best friend. God is on the face of your mom, your dad, your loved ones, your neighbor, the poor. God is with you. If you want to see God, check their face, then you will see the wonders of God. You don't need goddamn pictures. Well, I think that's what that Fraser was trying to tell this guy, because whoever have the actual picture of Jesus Christ. When you go to Mexico, you will see people drawing black Jesus Christ, black mass of Jesus Christ. But nowadays, if I bring a black man and I say I draw a black man, I say, okay, this is Jesus Christ. I'm telling you, most of you here will be like, God will punish you, will rain calls on me. Then, okay, what if I draw a very fine white man, Jesus Christ? Then you guys will accept it. Man, we are really being duped. And meanwhile, someone gave a very good advice, and he said, stop inviting your relative into your house. He said, stop allowing male relative or male family friends into your home, mostly females, or introduction to immoral activities started under their parents' roof by those in guise of uncle or cousin or village brother. If anyone you know want to relocate to where you live, ask them if they have some savings. Then how to aid by raising some money to assist them to get a place of their home. If they have no other option, then under the bridge is very vacant. Your inability to say no is destroying your daughters. Yeah, I strongly, if I get married, guys, honestly, it would be so hard for my even blood brothers, sisters to come to my house to stay. That is why, if I am getting married, I hope God gives me power to also build another separate home, so that anytime they are coming to visit, oh yeah, go and stay there. That is your place. You cannot come to my house. You can come to my house, visit, and go. But staying, no. Talk more of friends, talk more of relative. Because that is how some people will come into your house to spoil your own daughter over this immorality. I don't think it's great. Honestly, I don't accept it. Because a lot of people, we have all learned our lessons. We allow our brothers, our cousins to come, friends to come into our house, and they end up doing all sorts of rubbish things. We have seen news. So for me, I think this advice is serious. It's really, really good. So what about you? Do you think the advice is good? Please kindly leave your comment below. And I honestly want to talk about this, and this is coming from BC. Despite, of course, you guys might not like his orientation, he said, we honestly need to stop putting Bibles in the hotel room. It is rude. This heart of forcing your religion down our truth is rude. Simple. I've gone inside some hotels and I've seen some Bibles on the shelf or something. So honestly, I kind of like I have some mixed reaction towards it. But sometimes I'll be like, come on, man, you don't have to put any book, Quran, Bible, or anything in hotel rooms. You don't have to tell us your religion for crying out loud. You don't have to. People are coming there to bang. At the end of the day, you just see Bible. Your conscience will start judging you. Come on, man. You are running an hotel room and quite all right. You know people are actually coming there to bang. Remove that Bible, remove that Quran from that hotel room. And honestly, I'm so happy when we are applying for visas, all those things. You see, there's nothing like religion there. There's nothing like religion. You are a Muslim, you are a Christian. That is one thing I'm really, really happy about. So please, hotels, you have no business putting religion or trying to preach to anybody. Remove it from there. Remove it. And to end this video, check how this girl who tried to cook akara. I saw the picture yesterday and I'd be like, come on, man. They say my friend made akara today. What kind of akara is this? Akara look like popo gari.